Hey, what's up guys, WRG with another video, and today I have a pretty cool unboxing for you and a couple bonus unboxings right behind. So if you guys haven't read the title, this is a 10mm starter pack. So let's stop talking, let's get right into it. Also, if you guys like these videos, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Alright, so this is it guys, this is the Glock 20 Gen 4. So not a new gun, it's been on the market for a little bit, but it's definitely an awesome 10mm from what I understand. So obviously I'm going to do a full review on it, but this is just the unboxing. So you get your lock standard. Check this out guys. All kind of back straps, so definitely fit your hand size. Although this gun does tend to be pretty big, so I think the majority of people actually leave it as is. These definitely are for bigger hands and for bigger grips. But since the gun itself is already full size, plus it's a 10mm, you know, I think it fits most people's hands pretty accurately. So safety check. Let's check it out. So feels pretty good in the hand. You guys can see here, there's pretty much the full grip right there. And it is pretty thick up top, but definitely a pretty nice gun. Let's see what else you got. So as you guys could already tell, 15 round magazines. And it does come with 3, plus this useful little tool here, which actually I really like. I use it all the time at the range. Makes a big difference. I see guys trying to load with their fingers, and when you're loading just a few mags, it's not a big deal, but when you're loading a lot, you're definitely going to appreciate it. And then of course, if you're not familiar, all Glocks come with their own little cleaning rod, which is very useful. I use it all the time. I actually use it in some of my other guns as well, as you guys have maybe seen, but definitely an awesome gun. Okay, a few quick stats. So as you guys can see, the length is 8.22 inches. The height is 5.47 inches. The width is 1.27 inches. Again, pretty thick, but you know, understandable for the type of cartridge you're shooting. Barrel height, 1.26 inches, as you guys can see. Length between the sights, 6.77 inches. Barrel length, 4.6 inches. The weight of the gun unloaded, 30.89 ounces. And loaded, it's going to be 39.71 ounces. So pretty good considering what you're carrying. Now, the trigger pull is supposed to be 5.5 pounds, but Glock is pretty famous for having slightly heavier than they rate. But we'll see about that. And the travel is 0.49 inches. You have right hand hexagonal rifling and 9.84 inch twist. And of course, you could have your state compliant magazines, or you could have your standard capacity magazines, which is 15. So all in all, I really like the ergonomics of this gun. Definitely, I think a big improvement over the Gen 3. And of course, let me peel strip it for you guys real quick, so you guys can see. You do have that Gen 4 double recoil spring. It still has that grease in there that comes out of the factory. I'll definitely have to clean that out before I take it out to shoot, but all in all, I'm really excited to take it out. And let's get to those other boxes I got so you guys can see what else I got for it. This is pretty much what I think you should have for any 10mm, but I'll show you what it is. Okay, so let's start off from right to left, see what we got. Package number 1. What do you got? Extra magazine. Definitely I recommend extra magazines for any gun you're going to carry, especially if you want to take it to a training course or something like that. You're going to go through magazines very quickly, and these things do not last forever. But I think Glock obviously makes the best quality ones for their pistols. Another magazine. Another magazine. And let's see what else we got. Surprise, another magazine. All right, cool. So that's definitely going to come in handy. Next up, we can't have a gun without ammunition, so let's see what we got here. Actually, let's start with the big one. Okay. A box in a box. Definitely taped up pretty good. And we have ammo. So what I did was I picked up 1,000 rounds of MagTech. So it was actually pretty difficult to get information on this particular cartridge. There wasn't much out there. There wasn't many reviews. So I'm definitely going to want to do a review on this. I'll probably be the only one on YouTube with one for this particular load. And it's one of the cheapest and most reliable that I was able to find. I pretty much picked it up for about 30 cents a round, which is pretty good for 10 millimeter if you guys are not familiar. And another thing I was looking at is that this company is owned by the same company that owns Cellar and Bellet, which has like awesome reviews. So I figure if it's owned by the same company, it should have the same kind of quality control. So hopefully it runs pretty well in my gun, but that is yet to be determined. So there's 1,000 rounds of that. Okay, lastly, I have this little tiny box. Let's see what's in here. Probably a receipt, not worried about that. All right, so some pretty cool stuff here. Let's go through it one by one and see exactly what I got. So here's some specialty rounds I picked up. This is by Underwood, and they are known for making real 10 millimeter rounds, not 40 type of rounds. So if you guys are not familiar, the 40 Smith & Wesson is very similar and actually derived from the 10 millimeter. So a lot of people actually like to load the 10 millimeter down to something like the 40, but these are real 10 millimeter loads. So I'll show you guys what I got there. 180 grain, bonded jacketed hollow point, 1,300 feet per second by Underwood. So this should be really nice to shoot. This one here, same. Check this one out, guys. 115 grain, 10 millimeter, 1,700 feet per second. This is the Extreme Defender. So that's extremely fast coming out of a pistol round caliber, if you guys are not familiar. So that should be pretty cool. Next up, same. I like to get 2 of each just in case I really like it. 115 grain, 1,700 feet per second. This should be awesome to shoot. Can't wait to test that out. And lastly, guys, I think this is the icing on the cake right here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with civil defense, but 60 grain, 2,400 feet per second. Now let that sink in for a minute. 2,400 feet per second from a pistol. Now, I was a little skeptical about this, and that's why I only picked up one box. I'm definitely going to have to shoot this with gloves. I'm actually concerned that it might blow up my gun. I'm going to try to do some research on it, but I actually didn't find anything on YouTube shooting this load because that's pretty much rifle speed. So should be pretty cool. I'm actually really excited about this one. This one's a little more of an experiment than anything. But anyway, should be pretty cool. That's pretty much it. That's what I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Love the support. Please like, share, subscribe. Really helps out the channel. And again, look out for the 10 millimeter review coming soon. WRG out.